Good morning, kids! Welcome to another day of our online class. I am Teacher Frel, your teacher in English 2. Today, we will be learning about the English equivalent of word in the mother tongue or in Filipino. I will show you some Filipino words and their English equivalent. Like, magandang umaga. The English equivalent of this is good morning. Next is magandang hapon. The English equivalent of this is good afternoon. Next is magandang gabi. The English equivalent of this is good evening. Next is kumusta ka na? The English equivalent of this is how are you? Next is salamat. The English equivalent of this is thank you. Next is patawad. The English equivalent of this is sorry. Next Filipino word, pula. The English equivalent of this is red. Dilaw. The English equivalent of this is yellow. Azul. The English equivalent of this is blue. Kahel. The English equivalent of this is orange. Verde. The English equivalent of this is green. Rosas. The English equivalent of this is pink. Lila. The English equivalent of this is violet. Puti. The English equivalent of this is white. Itim. The English equivalent of this is black. Next Filipino word are the months of the year, like Enero. The English equivalent of this is January. Pebrero. The English equivalent of this is February. Marzo. The English equivalent of this is March. Abril. The English equivalent of this is April. Mayo. The English equivalent of this is May. Hunyo. The English equivalent of this is June. Hulyo. The English equivalent of this is July. Agosto. The English equivalent of this is August. Setyembre. The English equivalent of this is September. Oktubre. The English equivalent of this is October. Nobyembre. The English equivalent of this is November. Disyembre. The English equivalent of this is December. Next Filipino words are the shapes and their English equivalent, like bilog. The English equivalent of this is circle. Parisukat. The English equivalent of this is square. Tatsulok. The English equivalent of this is triangle. Parihaba. The English equivalent of this is rectangle. Biluhaba. The English equivalent of this is oblong. Diamante. The English equivalent of this is diamond. Puso. The English equivalent of this is heart. Bituin. The English equivalent of this is star. Next Filipino words are the days of the week and their English equivalent. Like, linggo. The English equivalent of this is Sunday. Lunes. The English equivalent of this is Monday. Martes. The English equivalent of this is Tuesday. Miyerkules. The English equivalent of this is Wednesday. Huwebes. The English equivalent of this is Thursday. Biyernes. The English equivalent of this is Friday. Sabado. The English equivalent of this is Saturday. Let's do these exercises. Choose the English equivalent word of the Filipino word in first column. Write your answer in your notebook. Matamis. The English equivalent of matamis is sweet. The answer is letter D. Second is maasim. The English equivalent of maasim is sour. The answer is letter A. Third, mapait. The English equivalent of mapait is bitter. The answer is letter B. Fourth is maalat. The English equivalent of this word is salty. The answer is letter C. Let's do another exercises. Try to answer this. These Filipino words are about the weather. First, maulan. What is the English equivalent of this word, maulan? Correct. The English equivalent of maulan is rainy. Second, maaraw. What is the English equivalent of this word? Correct. Sunny. The English equivalent of maaraw is sunny. Third, mahangin. What is the English equivalent of this word? Correct. Windy. The English equivalent of mahangin is windy. Fourth, maulap. What is the English equivalent of this word? Correct. Cloudy. The English equivalent of maulap is cloudy. Next Filipino word are about feelings. Let's try to answer this. First, masaya. What is the English equivalent of masaya? Correct. It's happy. The English equivalent of masaya is happy. Second, malungkot. What is the English equivalent of malungkot? Correct. Sad. The English equivalent of malungkot is sad. Third, galit. What is the English equivalent of this word? Correct. Angry. The English equivalent of galit is angry. Fourth, takot. What is the English equivalent of takot? Correct. Fear. The English equivalent of takot is fear. Now, kids, it's time for you to answer this activity. Choose the English equivalent word in second column of Filipino word in first column. Write your answer in your notebook. First, guro. Second, nanay. Third, tatay. Fourth, lolo. Fifth, lola. Sixth, tito. Seven, tita. Eight, bumbero. 9, magsasaka. 10, mangingisda. Find your answer in the second column. Next activity. Give the English equivalent word of the following Filipino word. First, lapis. Second, upuan. Third, lamesa. Fourth, kama. Fifth, pantasa. Sixth, kwaderno. Seventh, relo. Eighth, manika. 9, sahig. 10, bintana. Choose your answer in the second column. Next activity. Give the English equivalent word of the following Filipino word. First, ampalaya. Second, okra. Third, repolyo. Fourth, mais. Fifth, labanos. Sixth, kalabasa. 7, kamatis. 8, pinya. 9, pipino. 10, talong. Choose your answer in the second column. Next activity. Give the English equivalent word of the following Filipino word. First is kalabaw. Second, manok. Third, kabayo. Fourth, kwago. Fifth, balyena. Sixth, kambing. 7, usa. 8, oso. 9, uwak. 10, tipaklong. Kids, I hope you learn more about this lesson. And see you for our next topic. Thanks for watching, kids. Bye-bye!